A single slipper marked the scene of last night's fatal auto pedestrian crash in Mangilao.
We received a phone call, a 911 call at about 9:24 this evening in reference to an auto pedestrian crash here in Manila. This is Route 10 by KNS Market. We have a male adult operating a 2010 Nissan Xterra traveling southbound on Route 10, striking a pedestrian who's described as being possibly in his 30s, possibly FSM. And he was non-responsive when transported to GMH.
As GPD spokesperson AJ Balahaja tells KUAM, the pedestrian appeared to be coming from the store side when he was struck by the Xterra. Shortly after, GMH spokesperson June Perez confirms the man was pronounced dead at 10:45 p.m. As a result, the driver, 51-year-old Richard Dueñas-Cruz of Mangilao, was arrested for vehicular homicide while intoxicated, driving under the influence, DUI with injuries, no driver's license, and expired registration and mandatory insurance. The incident marks the third auto-ped crash within the span of 48 hours.
This marks the second serious accident in the last 2 days. So we'd like to remind the public to please slow down and be mindful that especially when they're approaching stores along major roadways, that there could be people that are crossing the street.
On Monday night, an auto-ped with serious injuries occurred along Route 10 in Tamuning by AK Motors. The victim is currently fighting for his life as he remains in critical condition on life support. Early Tuesday morning, another auto-ped accident in the same Tamuning area. The pedestrian was admitted to GMH and remains in stable condition. Meanwhile, the island's chief medical examiner, Dr. Aurelio Espinola, conducted the autopsy earlier today on last night's fatal auto-ped. The man was identified as 38-year-old Songas Machusi. According to Espinola, Machusi died of a broken neck and a crushed chest. Looking back at Tuesday night's scene, Balahaja notes the area has streetlights but is still poorly lit. He asks that motorists and pedestrians be alert at all times.
So just be mindful that they could be people potentially trying to cross the streets on these major roadways. They should not be, but we've seen time and time again pedestrians being struck that are crossing the main roadways.
Meanwhile, the driver of the Xterra, Richard Dueñas-Cruz, is anticipated to appear in court on Thursday, where he will be formally charged before Judge Alberto Tolentino. Reporting for Guam's News Network, I'm Crystal Paco.